And now, in a tough message to the world, External Affairs Minister S Jaishankar, ahead of the Quad Foreign Ministerial meeting in Washington, D.C., said that the world must display zero tolerance towards terrorism. Jaishankar's remarks in the US come against the backdrop of India's recently concluded global outreach program on Operation Sindoor, a military action launched against the April 22 Pahalgam terrorist attack that took place in Jammu and Kashmir. External Affairs Minister Dr. S Jaishankar is also meeting US Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth at the Pentagon. Let's also listen into what he said.
Quad is about deepening our convergence and expanding our common ground. I value our consultations on different dimensions of the Indo-Pacific in that regard. A lot is happening in the world, and I'm sure that our exchange of views will be very valuable for all of us. A word about terrorism in the light of our recent experience. The world must display zero tolerance. Victims and perpetrators must never be equated, and India has every right to defend its people against terrorism, and we will exercise that right. We expect our Quad partners to understand and appreciate that.
And now let's go across to Washington, D.C., from where Dr. Nee Kwate is also joining me on the broadcast now. Dr. Kwate, how do you see India's presence at the Quad summit?
Well, I think, India's a very important player in the world and a very important partner to the United States, one of the biggest economies in the world. And so when we think about some of the efforts that have been afoot, led by the Trump administration, using tactics like, putting tariffs on foreign countries' products, their goods and products coming into the United States. India is a major player. And so I think, the global community will be watching.
Absolutely. Dr. Kwate, do stay with me. We also have more news coming in from the United States. The US Senate has narrowly passed Donald Trump's flagship One Big Beautiful Bill, a sweeping tax and spending proposal, with Vice President J.D. Vance casting the tie-breaking vote. The legislation, which makes Trump-era tax cuts permanent while slashing welfare programs, now heads back to the House. But the bill faces stiff resistance from Democrats, fiscal conservatives, and even Trump's own ally, Elon Musk. You heard and watched that Twitter spat which broke out just after this big, beautiful bill was tabled. Now Elon Musk is also threatening to launch his own party. Now, with a self-imposed July 4th deadline looming, Trump's signature agenda remains on a shaky ground. Let's also cut across to Washington, D.C. with my colleague, Dr. Nee Kwate. Thank you so much for staying with me. Dr. Kwate, do tell us about the House proceedings that took place and how the bill was passed.
Yes, well, the bill was passed just this afternoon by the Republican-controlled United States Senate. They were able to pass the bill with Vice President J.D. Vance casting the tie-breaking vote. We know that there were a number of Republicans that had been holdouts. They've been holdouts on this bill. You mentioned that it was on shaky grounds. It was on shaky grounds in parts because it didn't have the votes until this afternoon. But yet and still, 47 Democrats voted against this bill. No surprise there. But Senators Rand Paul of Kentucky, Senator Tom Tillis of North Carolina, and Senator Susan Collins of Maine, all Republicans, voted no. Senator Lisa Murkowski of Alaska was sort of the last holdout, the last hope that Democrats and opponents of the so-called beautiful bill had to keep this bill from passage. And because of carve-outs in the bill for the people of Alaska, that was enough to apparently persuade Senator Murkowski to cast a vote for the bill. And so now it heads to the U.S. House of Representatives, where Speaker Johnson is trying very hard to pass this bill by the self-imposed 4th of July holiday.
Right. Thank you so much, Dr. Kwate, for joining us and giving us a good viewpoint about what to expect and how turbulent time it is for Mr. Trump in the United States back at home. Thank you so much, Dr. Kwate, for joining us. And now shifting our focus to what's happening in India, and the first and foremost, the West Bengal rape horror. Yes, the court has now sent the 3 accused arrested on charges of gang raping a 24-year-old law college student on June 25 to police custody till July 8, even as the public prosecutor told the court that the 9 members SIT, Special Investigation Team, was looking for more pieces of evidence. Police had arrested Mishra, a TMC youth leader who is also a former student of the college, along with Ahmed and Mukherjee, 2 existing students, last week in connection with a gang rape in the college campus. This has snowballed into a political battle between the TMC and the BJP and the Congress, with the Congress and BJP demanding answers from the Mamata government and also asking them to walk the talk on whether or not Monojit Mishra was a part of the TMC and was getting protection from them.
सब स्टूडेंट्स उनको बहुत फियर करते थे. एक इंटिमिडेशन का एटमॉस्फेयर क्रिएट हो गया था कैंपस में, बिकॉज he used to click photos of the female students, morph them and circulate them on WhatsApp groups. And then he also used to sexually harass the female students, intimidate them. And इतना intimidation था कि मतलब students लोग क्लासेस अटेंड करना ही मतलब डर रहे थे क्लासेस अटेंड करने से. And there have been several complaints about him throughout Kolkata. Like in 2019, he sexually harassed a woman in college, tore her clothes. In 2024, he beat up a security guard and vandalized college property. And then in 2019 again, he was involved in some kind of theft. So throughout Kolkata, there have been several FIRs filed against him. But nobody took any action because of his political influence. He was so politically safeguarded by the Trinamool Congress that nobody dared to touch him.
अच्छा, ये बताइए कि क्या कॉलेज में ऐसी और भी लड़कियां थीं जिनके साथ इसने जो है गलत काम किया या उनको परेशान किया, उनको हरेस किया, उनको स्टॉक कर रहा था? ऐसी भी कई सारी क्या कंप्लेंट्स थी? क्या और लड़कियां थीं या कुछ ऐसी लड़कियां भी रहीं जिन्होंने शिकायतें नहीं की, कंप्लेन नहीं किया?
There have been many girls like that. उनका काम ही था कि स्टॉक करना है लड़कियों को, हरास करना है लड़कियों को. I don't think there was literally any girl that wasn't harassed by him. मतलब बहुत complaints थे उनके regarding. Even कि his own parents disowned him because of these complaints. उनके पिताजी एक priest है कालीघाट टेम्पल में, तो वो लोग 5-6 years से उनको disown करके रखे हैं. So there have been many complaints by women like at that college and also out of the college as well.
And now shifting our focus to the political churning in Karnataka. The dark clouds over Karnataka CM have cleared as the Congress High Command makes it clear that there are no major changes expected in the state and Siddaramaiah will continue to remain Karnataka Chief Minister. This comes after Congress MLA Iqbal Hussain and others like DAK Shivakumar loyalists escalated their demand to make DK Shivakumar the Chief Minister instead of Mr. Siddaramaiah. But despite senior Congress leader Randeep Singh Surjewala holding meeting there, the MLA spoke about support for DK Shivakumar and declared that 100 MLA support is there for the Deputy Chief Minister for the Chief Ministerial post. Now, will there be peace in the state or will we witness more protests remains to be seen, as Karnataka Congress has now showcaused its own party MLA and DK loyalist Iqbal Hussain. Take a look at the reactions coming in.
Some of you also asked me one more question. Are you taking opinion on leadership change? The answer I had given yesterday also, I am answering again today. The answer is clearly no, in one word. You also asked me whether you are asking whether DCC should be changed. Some friend was asking me down below. I said yes. I am going to ask the opinion of the MLA. How is District Congress Committee functioning? Are they cooperating in government programs? If they are not, we will consider a change. If they are okay, no problem. I am also asking Mr. Shiv Kumar has appointed 111 office bearer to a constituency. Whether they come to the constituency or not, or whether they have taken my post and they are sitting at home. who are not sitting at home, we will have to replace them.
How do you view it, sir, right now with so many MLAs batting in your support?
I don't want any MLAs to bat for me. Their love to me is different. I am a party worker. First, the party is important. They should work in their consciences. They should not think of the party decision has been already taken 2.5 years back, 2 years back. They will take a call whatever the party needs. But I am not in a race of now. I want my party MLAs to work as per the directions of the High Command and the manifesto. That's all. Apart from that,
What about the statements that they continue to make? How are you going to deal with that? How is the leadership going to deal with it?
my chief minister asked me to issue a notice. I will issue notice to everyone.
And about other issues like funding, corruption, these issues being raised, that is going to be discussed?
No corruption issue is there. No houses can be given by any minister. It is the local panchayat chairman with his panchayat members can decide. This is all baseless.
They have called me to give my opinion, sir. I will talk to them. I will come back to you,
So in
sir.
the morning when you spoke to me, you said today you're going to make it a point to
Yeah.
tell Mr. Surjewala that you want a change in the next couple of months. So
That's what I wanted to tell him now.
You will tell him that?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. But you know, the leadership here, which was speaking earlier, said that they don't want to hear about leadership talks. They only
Who
want to
told
talk
you,
about
sir? Who
Mr.
told you,
Surjewala while holding a press
See,
conference.
our opinion, my wish.
Okay.
I want him to see as a CM. And, so that's why we want a change. What is there? He has sacrificed a lot to come down to this power. He has made a lot of efforts. Huh?
Mr. D.K. Shivakumar says he does not need legislators to back him or
That
say
is
things.
his
in favor.
opinion, sir. My opinion that he should be a chief minister to get a good administration in Karnataka. This is the right time. We want a change for our future 2028.
You stick by your stand that 2028 will be difficult if he does not be made chief minister?
That is our intention. That is our aim.
Let's also take a look at what the Karnataka Minister Priyank Kharge had to say about the political churnings. My colleagues Veera Raghav and Vasudha Venugopal spoke to him earlier in the day.
What next in Karnataka? That's the reason many believe why there is so much media speculation.
See, I'm not sure what you mean by clarity when the PCC president, the deputy chief minister, then Mr. Siddaramaiah, the chief minister, and Mr. Kharge, the AICC president, has said that no decision will be taken on any of the issues. We will decide what needs to be done, and there is, as of now, nothing on the plate.
But Mr. Kharge, why has there not been a strong reprimanding or action against these MLAs who seem to be speaking completely out of turn?
See, very clearly on that aspect also, we have said that if you have anything to discuss on governance, anything to discuss about the party, or anything to discuss individually, there are various forums, platforms within the party which you can do. There's no point in going and talking to the media, and neither the media is going to change anything, nor is anybody else. Anybody has to take a decision. It's going to be the high command. It's more clear. And if followers of leaders and if other people are going to the media, it is, it just does not impact on anything that the high command has to take a decision on. So it is left up to people like us who are going to the media to refrain from it. We are not children. We don't need to be tutored when to talk, when not to talk. You should talk at the right platform to the right people. Then it makes a difference.
We're not children. We are not to be tutored when to talk, when not to talk, you say, sir. But let me be blunt, Priyank. My straight question, is there a likelihood of change in the next 2 or 3 months, or will the status quo continue for this full term, sir?
President and the chief minister and the deputy chief minister have already answered that. They all have been assigned responsibilities collectively from Delhi, and everybody is doing their job, whether it is me as a RDPR minister or a IT minister, or whether it is the deputy chief minister as the Minister for Bangalore and Irrigation. So we have our responsibilities cut out, we have our tasks cut out, and we are just doing that. This speculation is coming because a few of our colleagues are talking to the media when the media is asking questions. They are being open about it.
And now to news from Tamil Nadu. The Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin has announced that the custodial death case of Ajit Kumar in Sivaganga district is to be transferred to the Central Bureau of Investigation, stating that the move is aimed at ensuring a transparent and credible probe. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin said that the decision follows the Madras High Court's observations that the ongoing CBCID probe can continue, but he believed a CBI inquiry would provide greater clarity. Now, 5 policemen have been booked and suspended after the death of a 29-year-old temple security guard who was in custody in Sivaganga district had died. Police allegedly picked up the guard Ajit Kumar for questioning on June 27 after a woman filed a complaint saying her gold jewellery kept in a bag went missing after she gave her keys to Kumar. The postmortem report shows the brutality with which he was killed. The security guard had 18 injuries. These fatal injuries resulted in his death. Madurai bench of the Madras High Court also pulled up the Stalin government, saying it is a case of judicial and custodial killing. The judge will submit a report on July 8. Police will submit all evidence, including CCTV footage, to the investigating judge. And coming up right after this break, the stalking epidemic in India, a horrifying act of violence, has exposed deep cracks in public safety and hospital security in Madhya Pradesh. Some disturbing news from Madhya Pradesh. A horrifying act of violence has exposed deep cracks in public safety and hospital security in Madhya Pradesh. On June 27, watch the visuals carefully on your screens. On June 27, inside the Government District Hospital of Narsinghpur, a 19-year-old girl named Sandhya Chaudhary, a class 12 student, was brutally murdered in full public view by a man obsessed with her, and no one intervened. The visuals on your screen speak louder than what I have to say. The chilling footage which surfaced on Monday shows Abhishek Koshti, the accused, slitting the girl's throat as bystanders, including the hospital staff, look on, frozen, doing nothing. Some even walk past as the girl bleeds to death on the hospital floor. My colleague Ankit Tyagi explains us how stalking menace is on the rise in India. Listen in.
A stalker strangulates and pushes a 19-year-old girl off the 5th floor. This happened in Delhi in just June 2025. This is not the only case, as I said. May 2025, Jabalpur, once again in Madhya Pradesh, a 32-year-old woman stabbed to death by a man who was stalking her for a very long time. February 2024 in Telangana, 21-year-old girl was stabbed to death by her stalker. Nobody intervened. October 2024, a 30-year-old woman stabbed 24 times by a man obsessed with her. This is absolutely shocking. It should, in fact, completely wring us out. It should be the one that should be shaking us off. There's some sort of a slumber that we see. Nobody makes any noise as far as this stalking menace is concerned. We don't take it seriously till the time these kind of cases come out. Stalking is a pandemic in this country, and let me show you by the numbers. In fact, the NCRB data, the cases of stalking which are on the rise in this country. 1 case is reported every hour in this country of a girl, of a person being stalked by somebody. In 2021, 9,000. Before that, let me tell you, 25 cases being reported every single day. So more than 1 case, in fact, in 24 hours. 2021, 9,285 cases have been reported of stalking across the country. In 2021, 4,890 cases pending from the previous year. Underreporting, low conviction, this remains the norm as far as these cases are concerned. Mostly people will tell a girl, it's all right, he will go away, it's just a short period of time. You don't give them the confidence to come out and speak to you about it. And then even if she does, look at the conviction rate, look at the way the police behaves. 2013 criminal amendment says that stalking is added to criminal laws. Mumbai, the film city, the spirit of Mumbai that people keep talking about has the highest number of victims as far as the stalking is concerned, as per the data. 444 cases. Delhi is not far behind, 268 cases. Hyderabad, 160 cases. Cities account for about 2.4% of all stalking cases, these three cities, in fact, across the country. And why I'm saying that we have become a country of cowards, ladies and gentlemen, because just take a look at some instances. In Pune, in January 2025, a woman is stabbed by a colleague in a parking lot. Onlookers stood there filming. Take your phone out and film everything. That's the only, go viral, get some views. That's all that we are worried about. In May 2023, in Delhi, a 16-year-old was stabbed 20 times by her so-called boyfriend in a crowded lane. Nobody came to her rescue. Uttar Pradesh, September 2022, gang rape survivor walks naked, bleeding for 2 kilometers. This will put any society to shame, but people were busy making videos. No shame in them. In Karnataka, April 2022, a girl is stripped, assaulted as villagers look on. Tamasha, full tamasha. Videos then are shared on social media. In Gujarat, July 2021, a girl is paraded naked in front of villagers by her husband for eloping, because the woman apparently is his property. The video goes viral. People are seen snickering, smiling, laughing, shooting it. Nobody comes to intervene. Bystanders don't come out in these cases. Why don't they come out in these cases? Fear of being attacked by the aggressor. There are so many times when you even raise your voice, throw a stone, and people get put off. They, in fact, are not able to go through with the crime. And you are in numbers. There are so many people standing. Reluctance to get involved in legal and police procedures. That becomes a big hassle. I think that is something that has to be some confidence in the police, with the police, that if you come out, you are not going to be persecuted. Low confidence in witness protection laws in this country. Fear of retribution by the accuser also, as far as the reporting for these crimes is concerned, is one of the reasons that experts, in fact, speak about.
And now to some more shocking news that is coming in, where lawmakers have turned lawbreakers. Two officials, one from Himachal and another from Odisha, were beaten by netas in their workspaces. The first images are from Odisha. The man being dragged and kicked here is Bhubaneswar Municipal Corporation Additional Commissioner Ratnakar Sahu. And the men landing blows on the officials are the supporters of none other than BJP leader Jagannath Pradhan. The men were angry as the officer allegedly misbehaved with their leader. Now 4 persons have been arrested for the attack. Now let's switch over and take a look at the second set of images coming in from Himachal Pradesh, where an NHAI official, Achal Jindal, was accused and assaulted by the state Panchayati Raj Minister Anirudh Singh. Why? Well, the minister went to inspect a building collapse site near a highway and was not satisfied with the officer's reply to the accident. Mr. Jindal was left bleeding with a head injury. The Himachal minister has now been booked for the assault. Meanwhile, Union Minister Nitin Gadkari condemned the attack on NHAI official and demanded action from the Sukhu government. India is stepping onto the world stage with intent. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is set for a whirlwind tour across continents with the BRICS summit as the diplomatic counterpiece. India pushes to unite emerging economies, expand its global footprint, and deliver a firm message against terrorism. A declaration denouncing the Pahalgam terror attack is on the table, and it speaks volumes about where India stands. Here's a report by my colleague Ridhima Kedia before the PM heads to 5-nation tour and attend the BRICS summit.
It's Prime Minister Modi's longest diplomatic trip. 5 countries, 8 days, and a packed strategic agenda. India is looking to boost cooperation on critical minerals, defense, digital infrastructure, and clean energy. But all eyes are on BRICS 2025. India's top diplomatic priority is to ensure terrorism is called out in clear terms. The BRICS declaration is set to strongly condemn the Pahalgam terror attack, where 26 people, mostly tourists, were killed in Jammu and Kashmir. India responded with Operation Sindoor, targeting terror infrastructure across the border. At BRICS, India's messaging will go beyond security. Major outcomes are expected to include a framework for climate finance, collaboration on artificial intelligence, and a new health initiative aimed at reducing disparities and improving outcomes. India will also push for trade settlements in national currencies, a quiet shift already underway across the global south. Even as Chinese President Xi Jinping and Russia's Vladimir Putin skip the summit, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be meeting Brazilian President Lula. Post-summit, Modi heads into bilateral meetings, particularly in Brazil, where defense and energy partnerships are on the menu. Brazil is eyeing India's Akash air defense systems and offshore patrol vessels, and discussions may extend to civil nuclear cooperation. The tour follows India's bold refusal to endorse a Shanghai Cooperation Organization joint statement that ignored the Pahalgam attack despite acknowledging incidents in Pakistan. That diplomatic brush-off set the tone for India's assertive stand at BRICS. For India, BRICS is about direction on terror, trade, technology, and trust among emerging powers. New Delhi is making sure its voice is heard and its red lines are respected. With Ridhima Kedia, Bureau Report, NDTV World.